let's look at how to lay out the pencil parts in a fashion that is attractive for the picture upload. What we want to do is we want to make all the parts parallel. Now, we look over here on the browser bar, you can see that I have an assembly file and I've brought in all the parts. And some of them have come in different orientation. These are in the same, these are all parallel with their axes parallel. You can see here that the cap was the first part I brought in and it's grounded. Therefore, I'm going to constrain everything to the cap. And the way we're going to make these parts line up is we're going to use an angle constraint. So we go up to constraint and we select the second constraint type, which is angle. Now you know about mate and flush. This is angle. So I'm going to select the cap, and then I'm going to, you can see how the axis of the cap is selected, and now I'm going to select the lead. Now, nothing happened in the preview. That's because I have the third option picked. We want the second option, which is called unidirectional. And you can see now that it's lined up with the cap. We select the cap first because the cap is grounded. If you bring a different part in, you need to use the axis of the grounded part to make constraints off of. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And you can see here that I can go to, all right, there's the cap, there's the eraser. I'm going to click on it so it's in the, it's parallel, and set apply. So all the parts we're going to do that with. Now, the spring is a little bit different because I can't select the spring. There's no line. But if we go to the spring and we click on the origin plus sign and we expand the origin, we can see that we have different planes and we have different axes. If I find the axis that is up and down with that's in line with the spring, then I will be able to use that. And you can see if I zoom out here, there's the axis for that spring. That's the principal axis. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to do a constraint of that axis, angle constraint, second option, that axis with the axis of the cap. And I'll apply that. Okay? Once I have all of those lined up, I'm going to fill the screen. I'm going to position these. I'm going to line them up. And here's how I want to do it. I want to line them up the best I can so that they look like they're in line. And we're going to place these other parts here, kind of in the way that they appear, the way that they are in the pencil. We'll group them together. There's the eraser. We'll put the eraser back here. And there we go. So you can see that we've got a nice picture. Everything's nice and tight. And then we're going to go up to, they're all parallel and going in the same direction, and they're all lined up. This is how I want you to arrange your parts for the, and if we look here, you'll see here is this is the pencil parts aligned photo upload. That's what we're looking for. So we want to go up to the iPro. We want to save it, but then we also want to export it as an image. And I want you to export that as a JPEG. Okay, so you save it with your first and last initial. Call it pencil alignment. Save it, and then upload that file 4 points.